Hello, welcome to EM Circuit Core Simulation Series. This is tutorial 3 and I am Dr. Prakash Sangaran. In this tutorial, we are going to investigate how to do EM Circuit Core Simulation in Keysight ADS for a ISM band filter. The agenda for today's presentation starts with conventional method of EM simulation. I'm going to show you guys how to do conventional method EM simulation followed by RF Pro EM simulation method. I'm going to demonstrate how to do EM simulation via RF Pro method. Finally, we're going to compare the simulation results between the two methods. This is the ISM band filter schematic in Altium Designer and this is the ISM band filter layout in Altium Designer. Now we're going to import this layout into Keysight ADS. The format which we would like to import is ODB++. In order to do that, go to File, Fabrications Output and click ODB++ files. Select appropriate layer required for the simulation. And click OK. The ODB++ file are created under the project folder of Altium Designer. You can see the ODB++ files here. We're going to import this ODB++ into ADS. In order to import the ODB++ file, go to File, Import, Design. Under the file type, select ODB++ directory format. And in order to import the file, click Browse under Import File Name. Browse to the location of the file and click Select. Under the option, please tick Flatten Component, Import Negative Layers as Slot Layers and also Generate Layer Stack. Under the layers, make sure all the layers are selected. Under the net, make sure all the nets are selected. And under the component, make sure all the components are selected. Click OK. And then you can either use existing library or create a new library. I'm going to create a new library for this project. You can use the default name given by ADS or you can edit it. I'm going to use the default name given by ADS. Make sure that the stack-up information is correct. If not, please edit them. After correcting the stack-up information, click OK. This is the imported filter layout. First, we're going to do conventional EM simulation. In order to do that, the first step is to delete all the port which has been auto-created. We're going to create pins manually. I have enabled only top layer here because most of the pins are located on the top layer and the ground return path in the design is also on the top layer. Place all the signal pins and the pins on the ground plane carefully. If you make mistake on the ground return path, the simulation results won't be accurate. I'm going to skip the pin placement and move on to the next step. Now we have finished the pin placement. After that, click Port Editor. Delete all the port which have been auto created. Now we're going to manually create our ports. In order to do that, select all the pins which are not ground. Right click and select Create Ports. Now the ports are created. Now you have to reference the port to the nearest ground pin. In order to do that, click Set Nearest minus pin. Select all non-used pins with restrictions. Under the net, select ground and apply to all ports. Now you can see that the positive pins already have nearest negative pin as a reference. Now we have to make sure that all the intended ground pins are referenced to the right port. For example, for this port, I have 2 ground pins. However, the set nearest minus pin only reference the port to 1 ground pin. So I will be adding another ground pin to the port manually. So now this port has 2 ground pins as I wanted. Please make sure all the port is defined to the nearest ground as intended. If it is not, please modify manually as I showed before. After modification, you can close the port editor. The next step is to edit the layer stackup. I am going to define all the inner layer as sheet metal. This is to speed up the simulation. Finally, open the EM setup. Actually, you need to create a new EM setup view for the simulation. Click Create EM Setup View. Simulation type is EM Simulation / Model and EM Simulator is Momentum and RF. Since it's a ISM band filter, we're going to simulate from 2 to 3 GHz. Enable H-Mesh for simulation accuracy. You can leave other settings as it is. Click Ensure the EM model exits when the simulation is launched. And you can start the simulation by clicking Simulate. This is the layout after the EM simulation. In order to create and update the EM model and symbol, go to EM component, create EM model and symbol. Click OK to update EM model and symbol. After that, you have to place the layout lookalike component in the schematic, connect all the lumped element and simulate. You can find the layout lookalike model in the component library. Since I already placed the layout lookalike model and connect all the lump element, I'm not going to repeat the process. Now you can click Simulate to get the results. The simulated results of filter insertion loss, rejection and input and output return loss are shown in the 2 plots. We have achieved insertion loss of less than -5 dB across the band and good rejection in the out of band frequency. We also achieved good input and output return loss for the filter. Now we're going to use the second method to simulate the layout. The second method is RF Pro method. The import of ODB++ file into ADS is same for both RF Pro and the conventional method. Here is the imported layout. Now we're going to open the RF Pro interface. In order to do that, click Tool, RF Pro and open. Click OK to save. Here you can view your layout in 3D. The first step is to create ports from the pins. In order to do that, drag all the pins onto the ports under the full EM analysis. There are some warning found here. The error is because for the same positive pin, 2 ports are created because 2 adjacent ground pins are found. We have to fix this problem by deleting a port and referencing the single positive pin to 2 adjacent ground pins as intended. We also faced another problem in the design whereby the positive pins are recognized as ground pins here. So all these are positive pins, but it's recognized as ground pin in RF Pro. We're going to correct that as well. In order to correct that, you have to manually create port for the negative pin, change the polarity of the negative pin to positive and then add the appropriate negative reference pin to the port. For example, we're going to create port from this negative pin. It's actually positive, but it's recognized as negative pin here. Select full EM analysis, change polarity of P6 and then delete P7. Now it is a positive pin. Now you have to drag appropriate negative pin as a reference for this port. I will be doing the same for the rest of the pin which have been wrongly polarized in the design. After that, please make sure that all the port assignments are as intended and correct. This is very important for the accuracy of the simulation results. Then double click on the option. Under the frequency, you can set from 2 GHz to 3 GHz, similar to the conventional method. Select Momentum RF for simulation and you can insert 50 for the mesh density. After setting it, click Done. In order to start the simulation, just double click Run. The simulation has successfully started. We have to wait until the simulation complete in order to extract the model for the circuit simulation. After the simulation complete, double click on Generate Test Bench, save and close, and double click on Generate Sub-Circuit. The schematic and symbol have been created under the project cell. You can drag and drop the schematic symbol into the schematic. Select full EM analysis and you can drag and drop and connect all the components in the schematic. I have done that. Due to that, I'm not going to repeat this process. Take note that I have used as parameter model for all the lump elements, similar to the conventional method EM simulation. I'm just going to simulate this. The result shows good insertion loss of minus 3.9 dB and below achieved across the band. The rejection is also excellent for out of band frequency. The input and output return loss also meeting the specification. Finally, we are looking at EM simulation comparison between RF Pro method and also conventional EM simulation method. We can see that very similar or correlating results achieved between the both methods. Thank you for watching this video. For more simulation videos, please subscribe to Innovave YouTube channel.